Hello, this is Joe Carrell. I'm an engineer, mixer, producer based out of Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the way I use warm audio products in studios every day, and more specifically on this record by Taji Bachman.
If you think you can steal this heart of mine.
My first experience with warm audio was interviews in magazines, and there were some great reviews, but I'm a real hands-on guy. I have to hear it myself. So I had moved into a new room down on Music Row, and the room I was moving into wasn't furnished equipment-wise. I knew I had to get some more gear to make that room happen, and I wanted a better compressor. That was not too long after they had introduced their WA76 1176 style compressor. Very familiar with the original unit, used it thousands of times. It's kind of my go-to compressor for vocal sessions. So anyway, was recording a vocal, and on a mult had it side by side with an original 1176, and then listened to them A and B, same settings, and it was really spot on, and at a fraction of the cost of the original. So I promptly went out and bought two more. Like everyone else, I'm a fan of the 60s and 70s era console preamps with transformer-based designs. And so I read a great review on the Tone Beast, so I purchased one. And was working on a record for a female artist, and I kind of already had my go-to tube preamp that I've used for years on female vocalists. So basically what I did is I did a mult and cut her vocal, one mic, but to both preamps to two different channels inside of Pro Tools. So I and the producer could then listen to them side by side. It was great, man. It had all this, the dimension, the depth, everything that I want out of a great preamp. It had it. And since then, it's became just a standard, go-to box in my rack. I've always been a big fan of the Pultec passive style tube EQ. It's just one of those magical pieces that everything you pass through it sounds better on the way out than it did on the way in, regardless of how you turn the knobs. It's truly, just amazing. So when I seen that Warm Audio was introducing their own EQP WA, I immediately bought two of them, unashamed to be a gear junkie. So started putting it through its paces, found out that it is spot on to the original. To my ears, it's just amazing sounding. Better in a way, because they've added a couple frequency points that really make it useful to bring out growl on bass guitars and things like that. On Taji's record, it's across the stereo bus as well as her lead vocals. It's on the stereo bus of a lot of my records, as a matter of fact. It's truly a great piece. So I now have multiple pieces of warm audio gear in all my racks. My main, my B room, my portable rig. They've really became go-to pieces for me. And now I'm really excited to see that they've announced their WA2A style tube compressor. By the time you see this, I will probably own two of them.